but on today's show, a message of hope and comfort as well.
Yes, a special mural to give Western New Yorkers a way to remember and pay tribute to the Jefferson 10 now has a permanent home. This Choose Love mural, created by Patty Thomas and displayed at the Bills home opener, now lives at the Resource Council of Western New York. And joining us this morning is Patty Thomas. Good morning, Patty.
Good morning, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I wish I could have been there in person.
Yes.
That's okay.
It's all right.
Still here.
Okay.
You are with us.
Great. So thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. So your art is making waves, especially the Choose Love mural that you did in collaboration with Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield of Western New York. Tell us how this came about.
So we've had a long existing relationship with Highmark, just performing some different kind of collaborations throughout the city the last couple of years. They've been a great partner to us. They're a great partner to the community. They reached out and wanted to know if I wanted to participate in this endeavor and show tribute to those, angels that we lost on May 14th. And obviously, I was incredibly honored to be asked. It's the first time I've been asked to do a public mural. I do different kinds of commissions and things, but this was a time crunch, and so it was new for me. And I was just very thankful to be asked to participate in this, and they were great. They let me just kind of go, and as an artist, that means a lot to have them trust what I was going to do, and that I would create something that showed respect in a responsible and loving way.
It must have been amazing to watch all the folks adding their own heart to the mural. And how has that process been of people filling it in?
So the whole mission behind what I created was to be so inclusive that people would walk by and just kind of be drawn to it, and people from all walks of life. And that's exactly what we saw. We saw people from, every different facet of our community come in and want to participate. And that was my goal, was to bring people together and show our commonalities as opposed to our differences, which is, like I say in the description of the mural, that our differences are very important, but so are our commonalities. And I think that trying for everybody in the pursuit for everybody to have one mission, it was to find those commonalities and draw people to it. And that's hopefully what it did.
Oh,
and it was beautiful to see.
It did. Patty, was there any phrase or a couple of phrases that stood out to you that when you saw them, it just kind of took your breath away?
I can't say that there was any particular phrase. I think that I will say that we did our final mural dedication at the Resource Center, and I do think that seeing all the children that live in that community come over and they were told what it was about, and just having them color it in was the most special thing to me. Obviously, having all the different people write words and their names and that on there meant a lot, but to see the little kids in the community that I know are suffering still, as everyone is, but just to show hope for our younger generation and for them to participate in it, that meant probably the most to me.
Yeah.
Patty, you are a celebrated artist in our local community, and with this art project and other art projects, where do you get your inspiration?
So I'm a new artist, and it's only been a year and a half, and I think I'm still learning where inspiration comes from, but I do know that being a public person with my husband over the last 30 years, we experience a lot in the community and around the country, and being part of an interracial family, we've obviously had different challenges with that. So I do think that being someone that, I hate to say this and I don't want it to come across in the wrong way, but kind of in the middle a lot, and seeing things from different points of view has given me maybe a different perspective on life and how to appeal to people. To kind of bring love and to show that communication is a huge thing. So I think a lot of my inspiration comes from trying to just send a message, and not that I have all the answers. It's just sometimes opening up to communicate, and what will this particular piece cause? How will it bring about conversation?
Right.
So I think a lot of it is that, and that's more of the serious side. I love music. I love sports. So I think they're inspirations. My children, my husband are inspirations, but it's also all the people that I meet and the experiences that we've had.
Yeah. So the home for this mural is now in the Resource Council of Western New York. How do you feel about that? What are your thoughts?
It's in the best place possible. It's right in the heart of the community where this massacre occurred, and I feel as though it's right where it needs to be. It's supposed to provide a tribute, but also a beacon of hope for people to see it, to know that just loving each other, we can create hope there. And it's in the perfect spot. And Catherine Roberts, she's a perfect steward of the mural.
You know what? This has been an amazing conversation. I'm so glad that you were able to be with us and talk to us about your mural. But we did want to, before you go, give you a chance to talk about your family's mission, the Thurman Thomas Family Foundation. Tell us about that mission and how people can help.
Sure. So we started the Thurman Thomas Family Foundation, I think about 6 years ago, and it's been growing every year. COVID kind of put a little bit of a little damper on it, but we still did well. We host a holiday event every year called Holidays, which, you know, you can find on all my social media. It's a big party. We raise money for education and for students that have kind of gone through hardship their second year trying to obtain their associate's degree. And what we do is we come in and we help those students with their second year, and so they can obtain their associate's degree. And it's not students that are A students. It's students that really struggled, but that want to come back and have shown a dedication, to getting their degree. So it would be a ballpark, probably over 35 scholarships now. In the last 6 years, we try to do better every year. And they're for students and people of color in the city, and so we also just didn't want to make the mission so narrow. So we also try to give to everything that is important in our community. We raised $280,000 after the shooting on May 14th that we distributed to the Survivors Fund and to the Buffalo Urban League.
Yeah.
And anybody can go to our website. It's at ThurmanThomasFamilyFoundation.com. And it's on all my social medias. We still have a few tickets, single tickets here and there, for our event on December 16th. It's not a lot of talking. The whole point of that evening is to let people get away and have a really nice night during the holidays of dancing and cocktails and socializing, and just it's a really great night to raise money, but the whole point of it is fellowship and dancing and just like we dance. So it's a great time.
Well, Patty, thank you. Thank you for all that you do for the community.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us today.
And we love to dance as well,
thank you,
so we'll
guys.
get together with you.
Yes,
Patty.
we love to dance.
That would be great. I'm gonna hold you to that. Thank you for having me.
Yes.
Thank you so much.